So, how many words do you think are in the English language? The answer is a lot. We're talking hundreds of thousands. But what if I told you that you could explain pretty much anything, from business deals to your day to day life, with just a tiny, tiny fraction of them? Well, that's the fascinating idea we're going to dive into today. And that's the magic number, just 850. Now, this isn't some number pulled out of a hat. It is the very core of a system designed to make English a truly international language, one that's accessible to literally everyone. It's a complete working vocabulary that can get an incredible amount of work done. The name for this system? It's called Basic English. And to really understand how it works, we're not going to open some dusty old grammar book. Nope. We're just going to take one single word and put it under the microscope. You see, the whole goal here was pure utility. It was created way back in the 1930s, a time when the world was really desperate for clearer ways to talk to each other across borders. The idea wasn't to replace the full English language, but to give everyone a common starting point, a shared tool for communication. All right, so what's our specimen word? The word we're going to dissect? It's a simple one you definitely know, whistle. Let's see how Basic English puts this one little word to work. And just so we're clear, this is official. According to the Simple English Wiktionary, whistle made the cut. It is on that exclusive 850-word list. So how exactly does Basic English define it? Okay, first up, let's see how whistle works when it's a thing, when it's a noun. It actually has two different meanings, and the way they're explained is just brilliantly simple. Okay, now what's so cool about this is the definition itself. It doesn't use other complicated words like high-pitched or tone. It just describes the physical action, blowing air when the mouth is in a little circle. I mean, anyone can picture that, right? It's pure descriptive clarity. And this example just perfectly shows that first meaning in action. It's poetic, sure, but it's completely understandable using that super simple definition. It's the sound of the wind, and it's being described as a whistle. Now for the second meaning, the object itself. And again, just look at the language. It's not called a device or an implement, it's a little instrument. It tells you what it might be made of and exactly what it does. Simple, direct, and really effective. This example is just so practical. It gives the word a clear, real-world context that anyone, anywhere in the world can understand. It's pretty easy to see why this meaning of whistle would make the cut for an essential word list. So let's just put them side by side. As a noun, whistle can be the sound itself, made with your mouth or by the wind, or it can be the little instrument you blow into. Basic English makes that distinction crystal clear with absolutely no confusion. Okay, so we've covered the noun. Now let's switch gears and look at whistle as a verb, as an action. And this is where the efficiency of Basic English really starts to shine. Check this out. The definition for the verb is built directly from the definition of the noun. If you already know that a whistle is a sound you make with your mouth, then to whistle is just, well, it's the act of doing that. It's incredibly logical, which makes it so easy to learn. And what a fantastic example. It's so relatable, you can immediately paint a picture in your head. And it even connects the word to an emotion, happiness, which makes it even more memorable. And for anyone who has ever tried to learn English, this is a thing of beauty. The verb forms are completely regular. Whistle, whistles, whistled, whistling. There are no tricky exceptions you have to memorize. And that simplicity, that was a deliberate design choice. So our little deep dive into the word whistle really shows how this system works on the micro level. But let's zoom out. Why does this powerful simplicity matter on the macro level, on a bigger scale? I mean, really, why go to all the trouble to boil a language down to its absolute essence? What's the real advantage of making things this simple? Well, it turns out there are three huge gains. First is clarity. With a smaller toolkit, you're forced to express your ideas directly. Second is ease of learning. This opens the door for people to start communicating and building confidence way faster. And finally, it enables global communication. That was the original dream, right? To create a shared tool to help people from all over the world find some common ground. But that brings us to our final thought. Is something lost in this process? What about all the nuance, the poetry, the cultural identity, and just the pure joy of having a massive vocabulary? That's the trade-off right at the heart of Basic English, and it's definitely something worth thinking about.